Hello and welcome to NORAD4U.com. Hello and welcome to NORAD4U.com. My name is Amir Boshten and today we're going to talk about RF protection fabrics. I use and sell RF protection fabrics on my website, on my store website, 4HS by ehs.com. And today we're going to review the fabric that I sell. But before that, let me emphasize how those fabrics work, what you can use them for, and things that you need to make sure that you do before using them. Okay? Let's say it that way. Okay, so the way that the RF blocking fabric are working is that they are actually a reflector. When they are stretched and the radiation, the RF radiation, radio frequency radiation is coming from here, it will be reflected back. Okay, so this is the basic concept. If you have a window which RF radiation is coming through the window and not through the walls, you can put fabric over the windows, cover the windows, or if it's coming from the wall, also cover the walls, and the fabric will reduce the exposure inside the house by blocking the RF from coming in. It will redirect it outside again. So that's the basic way it works. Now, RF protection fabrics are usually used in order to create some kind of house protection and also personal protection for electromagnetic hypersensitive people, EHS. I'm an EHS person, for example, and I use the hat, which is a baseball hat with the insert, which is made out of this fabric. And when the RF radiation from the cell tower is coming this way, it is redirected back. Before you buy fabric, either for RF protection or personal protection, you need to make sure that you have stopped using wireless devices inside the protected house or area. Cell phones, wireless earphones, laptops, stuff like that. Everything which is wireless emits RF radiation, and there's no use of creating a protected house if you use RF radiation inside the house. If you're going to use it for personal protection, then it is recommended that you do it only if you are EHS person and that you've already stopped using wireless devices and smartphones and cellular devices, because those devices hurts you all the time, creates much more damage, much more symptoms, and the RF radiation fabric would not help if you will cover yourself and still use the cell phone. It's not logical to do it. In addition to that, I recommend for everyone that is starting to use RF protection or aware of the possible health effect of radio frequencies or nasal radiation, or that is already an EHS person, to buy an RF meter or an EMF meter. This is an all-in-one EMF meter, which I like using and I'm selling it on my store site. Don't try to protect your house without reducing the exposure. Stop using wireless devices and having a RF meter. It is like doing something with your eyes shut down. You need a meter before using RF protection. And now for the fabrics I have on my store site. I've been using fabrics since 2007, I think, and I've been selling them since 2012. My emphasis on RF protection fabrics are as follows. They need to be RF protection. They need to block RF to some extent. And I'm testing it in my house in a special environment that I've built, that I can transmit RF radiation to them and see how much radiation is coming on the other side. In addition to that, they are expensive, okay, very expensive sometimes, so they need to be durable, so they will last for many years, so you can use them and wash the clothes that you make from them a couple of times and reuse them again. For example, I have a jacket here that cost a new jacket cost around $249 today, and this fabric, jacket is made out of the S2240, and it's very durable. It's 8 years old, something like that, and I'm washing it all the time. So durability is an important issue. I'm testing every fabric that I'm selling. I'm testing in my washing machine and see if it's durable. If it lasts after if the RF radiation is still blocked after being washed in the washing machine couple of times. How many? Between 5 and 20, depends on the fabric. So now, without further ado, the first type of fabric that I'm using, this is the oldest one. I use it since 2007. This is the S240, and it is very durable. The color is blue, jeans blue. It is consists of cotton, polyester, and stainless steel fibers. Sorry. Both sides has metal in it, and it's kind of itchy on the skin. Don't try to use it not on the skin, but it's very, very durable, and we make jackets out of it, and pants we used to make out of it, and also blankets, and also curtains. Okay, in some cases that you don't want the sun even to come inside, curtains can be made out of this fabric. The next fabric is the S190. This is the color is white on one side and gray on the second. The white side has less metal or none, and the gray side has some metal on it. Okay. The fabric is cotton, for polyester, and stainless steel fibers. Very durable, and also blocks about 99% and more of the RF radiation. Pretty similar to the 240. It is a little bit cheaper, and usually I use it for hats and also for blankets and sometimes for curtains. Maybe shirts in the time to come. Underpants. This is very nice fabric. Okay. S190. Another fabric that we have is the S132. This fabric is almost see-through. The color is blue, and it's 99% cotton, 1% stainless steel, durable, very durable, but it blocks only about 80 to 90% of the RF radiation. It is very suitable for button shirts. It's very cheap and nice fabric. And now for the next fabric that I used to have. I don't have it anymore. I have some leftovers, and I do have some products that are still made out of it, mainly scarf and socket heads. And this fabric, the best quality of it is that it has several qualities which are unique compared to the rest of the fabrics, but it is very flexible. It gets the shape of the body without any problem. So we use it as scarf. This is a children's scarf. For adults there's bigger scarf, and as socket heads, which need to be very flexible. Some people also make body clothes, body garments from it. I don't recommend that too much. One side of it is gray camouflage, and the second side is gray with the silver fibers. It's not so durable, and it's very expensive. Not so durable means that it will not last many laundry cycles, and it sometimes even in the sun or with humidity around, it becomes a little bit black. Okay, I don't know if you can see the difference between the colors. Okay, the silver is, and this is the problem with all silver fibers or fabrics, is that it's getting reactive to the oxygen and to the chlor, and in the water and oxygen in the air, so it is becoming black. Sometimes it also loses its characteristic of RF blocking, which when it's new, it's more than 99%. Okay? We use it only in products that need to be flexible. That need to be flexible, like socket head and scarves. And now for the Swiss shield, we have in our store, we have NATURELL Swiss shield, which is cotton and silver and also copper, and it's best for curtains that you want to see through them. Okay, here you can see through them, or if you want canopies. Also, in some cases, the scarves or upper body cover. It's not very durable. It has a blocking effect when it's new, but more than 99%. It's quite dense. There's another similar fabric which is made out of polyester, copper and silver, with pretty much the same holes, but polyester and not cotton, which is called VOILE, and has pretty much the same blocking ability, and it's also not very durable. And another fabric is very similar to the VOILE, also polyester, copper and silver, but with bigger holes. This fabric is usually used, I use it for curtains and canopies when you need some air inside and when the user is not allergic to polyester. So those are the fabrics. Before using them, make sure that you have EMF meter and that you've already stopped using RF emitting devices inside your house, or if you're a nature's person yourself. If you're still using them, I don't see any reason, or let's say it's not the best thing to do to use RF protection. In some case, it is logical to use RF protection over the house, even if you are using some RF, not all of them, inside the house. For example, in case that you have 100 milliwatt per square meter coming in from the windows, and use protection, even if you are still using wireless devices inside, because 100 milliwatt per square meter is very high. It has to be stopped, even 10. But if you have 1 milliwatt per square meter coming from the windows, and you are using devices inside the house, they do the same thing. So decide yourself. My recommendation is, there is an order. You need to first know what you're doing, then measure the radiation, find the penetration point, find the sources inside the house, stop the radiation from the sources, and then use protection. Protection is usually the end of it. So, thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye. Minimize the use of smartphones and wireless devices before the use will minimize you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.